Saul's mistakes. David is chosen as the new king, and this is 1 Samuel 16, verse 1 through 13. God told Samuel to go to the home of a man called Jesse, who lived in Bethlehem. God had chosen one of Jesse's sons to become the next king. When Samuel arrived at Jesse's home, all the sons came in to share a meal. Samuel spoke to each son in turn. Each time he thought, surely this must be the chosen one. But each time God said no. It is not important what a person looks like. What matters is what they are like inside. One by one, God rejected the 7 sons in front of Samuel. Samuel was puzzled. He asked Jesse if he had any more sons. Yes, said Jesse, there is the youngest, David. He is out in the fields looking after the sheep. Samuel asked Jesse to send for David. As soon as the boy walked in, God said to Samuel, "This is the chosen one." Samuel poured oil on David's head to show that God had chosen him to be king, just like he did for Saul. After Samuel had gone, David continued to look after his father's sheep. Wild animals often attacked the flock. David learned to be skillful with a sling to scare away hungry bears and lions. God loved David and was always with him. 1 Samuel 16, verse 1 through 13. Saul's mistakes. And this is 1 Samuel chapter 13, verse 1 through 14, 24 through 46. At the beginning, Saul was a good king, but sadly, that did not last. Saul became proud. He began to think less of God and more of himself. When he won battles, he thought it was because he was clever, not because God helped him. Saul did what he wanted and not what God wanted. He disobeyed God and would not listen to Samuel. Saul fought many battles against the Philistines and Israel's other enemies. But now he had become so stubborn that in the middle of one battle, he decided none of his soldiers should eat anything until the battle was won. He sent out an order saying that anyone who ate anything would be killed. But not everyone heard this order. Saul's son Johnathan was leading a group of soldiers on the battlefield. They were all very hungry because they had not eaten all day. Then Johnathan found a honeycomb full of wild honey. He dipped a stick into the honeycomb and ate some of the honey. The men with him were horrified. "Didn't you hear the king's command?" they asked. "Anyone who eats before the battle is over must be put to death." Because Saul was so proud, he felt he should keep his word and have his son killed. My God. But the people loved Johnathan and stood up to Saul. Jonathan's life was spared, but Saul continued to be proud and angry. He did not make time for God and refused to listen to anything Samuel had to say to him. This week I learned long suffering. I was not feeling well, but I'm in school. I chose to be in school, so I know that I'm not going to self-sabotage by not showing up for myself. And that's my lesson for this week. I'm curious to know, what did you learn for this week? Let me know in the comments.
There are thorns in my flesh I can't see to overcome. And these thorns in my flesh just keep on hindering me. Lord, I really want to be everything you want me to be. So I'm begging you, Lord, please, please remove these thorns.
If you take them away, if you take them away,
Lord, I took your word and I hid it in my heart so I can live as you command.
So what did you do?
It was in honey, and he said, "Don't eat the honey." And that's my life.
So now is the time for you to tell me, what did you learn? So next time, boys and girls and friends, we're going to read David plays for Saul, and this is 1 Samuel 16, verse 14 through 23. Like, comment, subscribe, share.